couple of days ago, I see video on Gubertown's workshop channel about his approval of the Warhammer statement that if you don't agree with us, with our way of dealing with the situation that happened currently in USA, they will not acknowledge you as part of the Warhammer fandom, part of the Warhammer universe. And this guy, as you see, is strongly approved how it's say the new way of things about bigotry in quote unquote, about Black Lives Matter, about all what happened in US, and say stuff like fuck the police, police need to be disbanded, I'm a rich white male, my ignorance is part of my privilege, and I'm basically agreeing with what Games Workshop are doing right now, is bending the knee as everybody else for those barbarians, how I call it, those people that uses and exploits George Floyd's death to their political agenda. And he's sending a virtuous signaling that yes we are agree, yes we are going to bend the knee, and yes we are going to approve what happened in the United States. During that video, he's made an analogy that says that imagine if police stop you and you're on your way on your tournament and you're black or not white, but that way he's exposed his own racism and bigotry because people who don't see color don't do those analogies, and analogies are not arguments, as one says. And then he proceeded to do his he proceeded to use his opinions and his in this situation to take shots on Warhammer lore channels such as Commissar Gamza, such as Arch Warhammer, and other channels like this, more popular than his channel. And what we see on the background, that we see part of that video when he's of course I'm muted, when he's assembling a diorama. And I don't have no pity on him or no something bad that I can tell, but sometimes people that are artists have how would say very strange political opinions and very strange views on the world. And sometimes hypothetically you want to say, dude, it's better off you to glue some miniatures and paint them, because your political opinions are not quite good as your skills, and the fact that you have skills is not the fact that you have something good to say. How it's how it's said. Sorry for my misconceptions in language. As you see, English is not my native language, so you can hear. So so why I put his picture like he looks like a Greta Thunberg, and those two beautiful girls. What I want to say that if you try to defend, accept people to a hobby like Warhammer, it's not mean those people will accept this hobby and will acknowledge it, because in a pursuit to try to appeal to everybody, you don't appeal to nobody, as we see with what happened with Age of Sigmar, with what happened with the new editions of Warhammer for 40k, with what happened with politics of Games Workshop that currently they unveil on us simple peasants. And then this guy is trying to say that those lore channels are not really lore channels, and not really understand Warhammer, that they read in Wikipedia and those kind of things, and they are all alt-rights. And then he start with another analogy that in the right side we have alt-rights, we have Nazis, we have tiki torch guys with tiki torches, and we have bigots, and the other side we got social justice warriors that are trying to fight with with to the change of things. So I completely disagree with that, because he is trying to simplify a very complex issue to downscale it to something simple and more appealing to people like him, that he is a simple guy. He's a simple guy who's paint miniatures. But in some ways, you can be a good guy. You can paint miniatures. You can build giant dioramas, but you ain't understand shit in fucking politics and how the world works. Because this guy is very, I would say, in his word, privileged. He's living in outside of the city, and he is a guest on other bigger channels that do miniatures and scaling. He's good. They call him the Bob Ross of miniatures. That is very good for him, but this does not mean that his political opinions are matter in this case. In other words, I will put his video into the description, and this is my answer to his to his to his claims. And what I'm trying to say, that I'm not a good painter as he is. I'm bad at sculpting. I'm bad at painting miniatures. I'm a complete noob in this scale in this area. But as I am a complete noob in miniatures and this stuff, doesn't mean that I don't love what he's doing. I don't love his craft. But when you say political opinions based on your feelings, it's not something that's gonna work in the long run. So anyways, this is my translation to my Russian video, and I try to put less words that I can't say in Russian, that nobody will say in English, because we know how YouTube gods are working and how they plotting against people, and how they they use their power to make us bend the knee. So basically, this guy, this Brent, his name is Brent. He is smart enough to bend the knee himself, to do it before that those people will make him do it. So anyways, this is my video. I use it. I use his footage for reference. This does not mean that I'm stealing somebody footage. I'm respecting his copyright, rights, and his videos. I just put it for reference. This is doing the fair use way. So anyways, thank you very much. This is basically what I have to say.